Imagine the ancient world. Two colossal powers were rising, Rome and Egypt. Rome, a city of soldiers and senators, was expanding its influence. Hungry for new lands and resources, its legions were disciplined and leaders ruthless. Across the Mediterranean lay Egypt, a kingdom of pharaohs and pyramids. Egypt's wealth came from the fertile Nile, with gold and grain flowing from its ports. The Ptolemies, descendants of Alexander's generals, ruled in luxury. Rome and Egypt coexisted, trading and marveling at each other's wonders. But Rome's growing power turned its gaze eastward, eyeing Egypt's riches. The Ptolemaic rulers, embroiled in internal strife, made Egypt vulnerable. The Mediterranean was becoming a Roman lake. The clash of these powers was inevitable, a collision of cultures and ambitions. The story of Rome and Egypt is one of power, politics, and betrayal. It would change history forever, shaping the world we know today. The stage was set for an epic drama. The question was not if these two powers would clash, but when. Rome's story begins modestly. A small city-state on the Italian peninsula, founded by Romulus and Remus. Governed by elected officials, Rome was a republic with constant internal struggles. These tensions forged a resilient society. The Roman military machine was key to its expansion. The legions conquered neighboring tribes and fought epic wars against Carthage. Rome triumphed, gaining control of Sicily, Sardinia, and parts of Spain. With each conquest, Rome grew richer and more powerful. But rapid expansion brought problems. Ambitious generals wielded enormous influence, clashing with the Senate. Civil wars became frequent as individuals sought control. Rome was becoming an empire in all but name. Its influence stretched from Spain to Greece and Asia Minor. The Mediterranean was increasingly a Roman sea. During this explosive growth, Rome's path intersected with Egypt, a land of fabled wealth and strategic importance. The stage was set for a dramatic confrontation. Egypt, under the Ptolemaic dynasty, was a land of contrasts. Alexandria, its capital, was a center of learning and wonder. The Ptolemies lived in opulence, presenting themselves as traditional pharaohs. However, beneath the surface, the kingdom was weakening. Internal strife plagued the dynasty with bloody family feuds. The rulers relied on mercenaries, leading to occasional revolts. Rome began to act as an arbiter in Egyptian affairs. Egypt's independence was declining, becoming a client state. The Ptolemies borrowed vast sums from Roman bankers. Egypt's political and military strength was waning. The land of the pharaohs was becoming a prize to be fought over. Its fate was increasingly tied to Rome's ambitions. Julius Caesar, a brilliant general and politician, pursued Pompey to Egypt. Pompey sought refuge with King Ptolemy III, but was murdered. Caesar arrived in Alexandria, furious at the disrespect shown to a Roman. He stayed to settle the Egyptian throne dispute between Ptolemy XIII and Cleopatra. Cleopatra, determined to meet Caesar, famously smuggled herself in a rug. Captivated by her intelligence and charm, Caesar sided with Cleopatra. This led to the Alexandrian War, a dangerous conflict in the city. Roman reinforcements arrived, and Caesar defeated Ptolemy XIII's forces. Cleopatra was confirmed as Queen of Egypt with her younger brother. Caesar and Cleopatra became lovers, and she bore him a son, Caesarion. Caesar's influence secured vital resources for Rome. The alliance with Cleopatra strengthened his position. The stage was set for further Roman involvement in Egypt. Cleopatra's strategic alliance with Caesar was a masterstroke. It secured her throne and Egypt's strength. The relationship was both personal and political. A new chapter in the Roman-Egyptian saga began. Cleopatra VII, the last pharaoh of Egypt, was a master strategist. Greek by descent, she embraced Egyptian customs and language. Presenting herself as the goddess Isis, she gained her people's support. Cleopatra was highly educated, speaking multiple languages. Her relationship with Julius Caesar was a political masterstroke. By allying with Rome's most powerful man, she secured her throne. Cleopatra visited Rome, causing a stir in society. Caesar's assassination left her position precarious. The Roman world plunged into civil wars. Cleopatra had to choose her allies carefully. She needed someone to guarantee Egypt's independence. Cleopatra was not just a seductress. She was a ruler fighting for her country. Her goal was to maintain Egypt's power and independence. She engaged with Rome using her intellect and charm. Cleopatra's life was a strategic dance with powerful men. Her story is one of survival and ambition. The stakes were high and the game was dangerous. After Caesar's death, Mark Antony emerged as a powerful figure. He formed the Second Triumvirate with Octavian and Lepidus. Antony took charge of the eastern provinces, bringing him to Egypt. He needed Egypt's resources to support his ambitions. Cleopatra met Antony in Tarsus, Arriving in style on a golden barge, Antony, captivated, fell under her spell. Their relationship was a powerful political and military alliance. Antony and Cleopatra became lovers, having 3 children. Antony embraced the luxurious Eastern lifestyle, causing concern in Rome. Octavian used their relationship as propaganda against Antony. He portrayed Antony as bewitched by a foreign queen. The alliance was a genuine partnership, with Cleopatra providing support. They envisioned a new Hellenistic empire in the East. This vision challenged Octavian's ambition for sole rule. The stage was set for a final confrontation. The stakes were high, and the outcome uncertain. The love story was intertwined with power and ambition. Octavian, young and astute, positioned himself as Rome's defender. He built support among Caesar's veterans and the Senate. Octavian saw Antony as his main rival. The propaganda war between them was intense. Octavian painted Antony as corrupted by Eastern luxury. He accused Antony of betraying Roman values. Octavian obtained Antony's will, causing outrage in Rome. He maneuvered the Senate into declaring war on Cleopatra. This framed the conflict as a war against a foreign enemy. Antony was branded a traitor to Rome. Many of Antony's supporters deserted him. The stage was set for a decisive confrontation. It was a clash between West and East. Octavian positioned himself as Rome's defender. He had the resources and support of the Roman people. The fate of Rome and Egypt hung in the balance. The outcome would shape the future of the Roman world. The Battle of Actium was the final showdown. It took place at sea near Actium in 31 BC. Antony and Cleopatra had a large fleet and army. Octavian's fleet, led by Agrippa, was smaller but more agile. The battle raged for hours with high stakes. Agrippa's tactics outmaneuvered Antony's larger ships. Cleopatra's sudden departure with her ships was pivotal. Antony followed, leaving his fleet leaderless. Their departure demoralized the remaining forces. Octavian won a decisive victory. Antony and Cleopatra's hopes were shattered. Octavian became the undisputed master of the Roman world. The dream of an Eastern empire was over. The Roman Republic transformed into the Roman Empire. Octavian as Augustus would shape the future. The battle marked a turning point in history. After Actium, Antony and Cleopatra's time was running out. Octavian pursued them to Egypt. Antony, believing Cleopatra dead, committed suicide. Cleopatra chose death to avoid humiliation. With her death, the Ptolemaic dynasty ended. Egypt was annexed by Rome, becoming Augustus's personal property. Egyptian grain became crucial for Rome. Roman rule brought stability and infrastructure investment. Alexandria remained a center of trade and culture. Egypt's wealth supported the Roman Empire. The pharaonic tradition ended, influenced by Roman practices. The clash marked the end of the Roman Republic. It signified the birth of the Roman Empire under Augustus. Egypt became a vital part of the Roman imperial machine. The story of Caesar, Cleopatra, Antony, and Octavian became legendary. It's a timeless tale of ambition, love, and betrayal. The legacy shaped the Mediterranean world for generations.